Well, good evening, everyone. It's Deb Brookson, and I am so excited to introduce our special presenter this evening. Mike Battistelli has had over 30 years of experience in the network marketing profession in all different aspects. The exciting thing about Mike and what it means for you is he has literally helped thousands of people to improve their lives in a variety of ways. And we're going to hear from Mike tonight on an outstanding company, Youngevity. And Mike and his beautiful wife, Kate, are one of the top leaders in the company in Youngevity. We're so thrilled to have them with us this evening. And on a personal note, they are both extremely talented musicians. So if Mike or Kate breaks into some music or a song tonight, we will be blessed with that as well. Mike and Kate, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Deb. Yeah, you won't want to hear me singing tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, I don't think we're going to be singing.
Kate, it's on you.
There's an idea in the future.
There you go.
Keep listening.
I like that. Well, welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And let's get right into this. Kate,
and I just wanted to mention, if this is your first time listening to the Youngevity presentation, definitely grab something to take some notes with, because you're going to want to. There's lots of great information.
Awesome. Thanks, Kate. So Kate and I did get started with Youngevity, as Deb said, and it was a little more than a year ago. And we came here for the same reasons that many of you are here right now and taking a look at Youngevity. We were looking for a few things that were missing in our lives, and one of them was better health, one was control over our finances, and another was control over our time. And I'm happy to say we have found all three of those things right here at Youngevity, and we've been blessed since coming here to see so many others follow in our footsteps and experience their lives changing for the better in these very same areas. And the thing to know about those that have come before you and who've achieved and received what they were looking for is that their story is really no different from yours. The only difference between them and you is their willingness to receive what they've learned, apply it in their lives and in the lives of others. Now, a year plus ago, Kate and I were really thrilled to come across Dr. Wallach. We crossed paths with him, and our lives have forever been changed in those three areas we were looking for: our health, our finances, and having more control over our time. Quite literally, how we spend our life. Now, one of the sad facts in today's culture is that the path that so many of those that we know and we love, the path that they're following is known as the 40-year plan. Now, these are folks like so many who spend 40 hours a week, 40 years of their life only to retire on 40% of their income, and that's if they're lucky. So, if you look at these sobering statistics, you'll see that one person out of every 100 achieves wealth after it's all said and done. Now, 4 people are considered stable. They're often living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, and another 5 have had to either keep working or go back to work. And very sadly, 28 out of every 100 are dead by the age of 65. That's 28% of our population. They never reach their 65th birthday. As I get closer to 65, that hits home.
I was going to say, you've only got a couple of years, honey.
Well, thank you for noticing.
Keep taking your 90 for life.
That's right. And here's the remaining 62% are completely dead broke and relying either on the government or family just to eat and keep their head above water. Now, you don't have to be a math whiz to see that 9 out of every 10 people will end up either dead or dead broke by the time they're 65. And I don't know about you, but I'd feel pretty powerless to exercise any control in my life if I were stuck in that 90%. Those aren't great odds. I wouldn't bet on anything in my life with those odds. We wouldn't want to really do anything fun with everything stacked against us. 90% chance. We wouldn't go out to eat, Kate. We probably wouldn't go to the movies.
Oh, boy.
You wouldn't get me on a commercial airplane or make any positive life plans knowing that was our likely outcome. Yet, sadly, that's how 90% of the population lead their lives. It's actually like 95% of the population working to make the remaining 5% comfortable instead of taking charge of their lives, working on their own future, their own career, and doing what it would take to make them financially free. So Kate and I made a decision to do something about it. We've put together our 2 to 5 year plan. Actually, I think of it as more like a 2-year plan, and I think it's realistically attainable in 2 to 3 years, but being conservative, let's call it a 2 to 5 year plan. But here's what I want you to take away from this presentation. If you really absorb what we're going to share this evening, take it in, take notes, ask questions, you go and apply what you learn with the hands-on help that's available to you from your support system, and you're willing to put forward and do the simple things that come into play, you can significantly change your life just in the next couple of years. Now, sadly, most people simply won't do that. Well, let's address that pink elephant in the room right now and say it. They're not going to do it. A lot of people just won't do it. They'll hear it. They'll absorb it. They may even really like what they hear, but they won't take action and simply do those things consistently over the next 2 to 3 years to actually change their lives. Now, if you're willing, I say make a decision right now. Test it. Test the system. We know that systems work, and it's often people that fail, not the system, when things don't end up working well. You know, if you ever run into anyone that said, I tried something like that before, it doesn't work. Well, they probably didn't have a system or they didn't follow it. And often, I like to say, it didn't work because you didn't work. But if you follow the plan, apply yourself, remain consistent, you'll find yourselves among that percentage of people in Youngevity that have the results they're looking for. You know, I love this. In a traditional business or franchise, what do you have? Inventory, territories, limits or ceilings on your income, often a large investment. You have employees, you have a boss. In Youngevity, our business plan, we have none of those encumbrances that exist in traditional business. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Youngevity. I want you to notice that this chart shaped something like a target, and at the center of every target, you always find a what? A bullseye. And you'll notice that our bullseye says 90 for life. 90 for life is our bullseye because it's at the center of what we do, and it's where we begin. We begin at the center of our target with our founder, Dr. Joel Wallach, and 90 for life. A remarkable man. This is a man who at age 75 has lived decades of his life taking his message of health and hope and the scientific proof of his work to the world, showing us that by taking his advice regarding health, we can help to reverse many of the problems and challenges people face today from a health perspective, or better yet, skip them altogether. And I've read about Dr. Wallach's work as a young veterinary pathologist and about the number of autopsies he's done, the books he's written. Recently at an event, I heard Dr. Wallach say that he's done 38,000 autopsies. That's a lot of autopsies. He said that 8,000 were on human beings and 30,000 were on animals. I like what my friend my friend says, either way you slice it, that's a lot of autopsies. You get the pun?
Okay.
That's right. Well, what's amazing about that is I don't know anyone else who could document that number of pathological studies in their career. And here's what Dr. Wallach concluded after 38,000 autopsies, that every disease, every sickness, and every ailment is linked to a mineral deficiency. And if we took or take his advice, which today is not simply advice, it's actually proven science, take the advice and give the human body all 90 essential nutrients every day of our life. For the rest of our life, our bodies would be fueled and equipped to do the amazing things it can do to get and to stay healthy. Well, tell me if you would agree with this. Whether it's cancer, heart disease, diabetes, respiratory diseases, or whatever, we don't want it. Would you agree?
I completely agree.
But if you're dealing with some sickness or disease, you want to take 90 for life. If you don't have some sickness or ailment and you don't want to get it, you need 90 for life. No matter who you are, you need 90 for life for the rest of your, what, Kate?
Life.
Good answer. But let's take a look at the outer circle now. This is the outer rim of the target. You know, in recent years, we've grown into what we call a family of brands with a very broad list of products, product categories. We have now 24 brand partners and more joining all the time that cover a vast number of products that most families buy and use every day. Literally today, we have over 2,000 SKUs in our product lineup. And you can see where we've grown in just the last several years. Now, our business model is simply switch where you shop. If you're like most families, just like our family, you already go to the marketplace and buy many of these items. Let's look at the mineral makeup, skincare, oils, fashion jewelry, coffee, energy drinks, gourmet storage food, chocolate, Kate's favorite.
Oh, boy.
Scrapbooking, photographs, pet supplies, cleaning supplies, utilities, green energy, and, of course, the whole health and wellness arena, weight loss, nutritional supplements. Dr. Wallach, known as the father of plant-derived minerals, cleansing, detox, herbal remedies. Fantastic. Now, if you were to say, okay, I'm already buying these items, I'll just now buy them from myself. That's how simple it is. It's really not more complicated than that. So, folks, this is the story of us. We're founded in 1997. We have offices in San Diego, Boston, Salt Lake City, Auckland, New Zealand, more coming all the time. We're publicly traded. We're an open book. You can go to the Internet right now and follow our growth in the stock market, and our stock symbol is there, YGYI, and see what's happening with our stock. Here's what I know. Over the past 4 years, somewhere between 50 to 100% growth annually has been the rate of growth over these past 4 years. That's amazing. Over the past 4 years, annually, we've grown 50 to 100%. Out of the entire direct sales, home-based business industry, get this. This is an interesting statistic. We are ranked 13th fastest growing company in the world. We're getting close to the top 10. And in terms of size, we're ranked somewhere around 75th in overall size among global network marketing companies. Those are really, really good numbers. Folks, this is a company that's grounded. Youngevity is strong. We're growing. We're ethical. We're honest. We run a tight ship and operate with integrity. That's what you really need to know and take away with you from this presentation. Now, I've already shared a little bit about Dr. Wallach, a man who's dedicated his entire life to his mission. Here's a couple of bullet points. Dr. Wallach is Nobel Prize nominated in medicine. One of his many books is considered a national treasure and is in the Smithsonian Institute. And just last month, he was honored for his life's work at the United Nations. A remarkable man, literally a national treasure, and I believe the nation's foremost natural health icon. And he spends the better part of each and every day sharing his remarkable message of health and hope. At age 75, he's on the road doing more than 300 speaking engagements a year. He lugs 85 pounds of gear to teach and present with, and the equipment to do his daily radio show. Think about spending that many nights in a hotel room or on an airplane. He's an amazing man. He puts the Energizer Bunny to shame. And here, looking at the Scientific Advisory Board, the Athletic Advisory Board, he has surrounded himself with absolutely stunning people, experts in their field. So, folks, the challenge is clear. Now, these are statistics you've seen before. They seem to constantly change. But you can see, as much money as we spend as a nation, and it's more than all the industrialized nations combined, they're spending on healthcare, we're still missing the mark. Scary. Our healthcare industry today, well, it's driven by profit and revenue and not by results. The medical community is compensated to treat disease rather than cure. But the good news is this. More and more families are beginning to connect the dots, taking steps to make the simple but impactful changes in their diets, paying attention to what goes into their bodies as well as what should not go into their bodies. Now, as Dr. Wallach's 40 years of scientific discovery has proven, there's no doubt the key to health is nutrition. Sadly, no matter how well we try to eat, buying organic, whole food, shopping at health food stores, here's the bottom line. If it's not in the soil, it's not in you. Well, how do we get the 90 essential nutrients into you? You have to have a delivery system, and our delivery system is 90 for life. One configuration goes like this. One is a powder. Another is a liquid. Another is a gel cap. That's how you get all 90 essential nutrients. Oh, you can take more tablets or more liquids or more powders. The mix is you can mix them around, but you will get the 90 essential nutrients. Inside our powder, it's 115 fruits and vegetables, 68 minerals, 12 vitamins. That's what you get with the powder. Everything's colloidal, goes right into the bloodstream, quickly digested, absorbed, and assimilated. Then we have a liquid. You shake up the liquid, you pour it into its 1-ounce cap, you shoot that down every day. It's called OsteoFX Plus. That's going to strengthen your bones and joints, among other things. Then you have that little gel cap in the bottle. You take 3 of those every day. Take the lid off, put 3 of those in your hand, use your favorite beverage, and swallow them down. It's especially good for your brain, too. That's how we get all 90 essential nutrients. Now, Dr. Wallach says, without a doubt, not all supplements are created equal. Sadly, like the brands you see pictured on the left, most brands you find on the market are only 8 to 12% absorbable. Have you heard ever, you are what you eat? Well, we know the truth actually is we are what we absorb, and our plant-derived minerals that Dr. Wallach is famous for are up to 98% absorbable. So our supplements include those plant-derived minerals from an exclusive multi-million-year mine. You can see it pictured there to the left. It's a fantastic, unique element here at Beyond Organic. Well, here are our Healthy Body Packs. Very simply, you can tell by their titles which one you should be taking. If you're dealing with bone and joint issues, for example, the Healthy Body Bone and Joint Pack is right for you, and so on and so on. We're careful, of course, never to put ourselves in a position to diagnose or treat or promise to cure anything, ever. So we simply take stock of what the body needs and where it needs support, and we deliver that to the body. It is that simple. So people all over the world are benefiting from our products. Take a look at these people who have all lost weight. Like anything in life, if we're consistent, you don't look for shortcuts, but you follow the system. Remember, systems win, right? People on their own often don't. Just follow the systems that are in place. And we have a wonderful system called the Healthy Body 90 for Life Challenge. And I'm going to brag on a team member who I know is on the call today. One of our very own team members, Ryan O'Connor, was recently celebrated just 2 weeks ago at our corporate event as a Healthy Body Challenge champion. Ryan followed the system. He took the Healthy Body Weight Loss Pack. Remember, pick the one that's right for you. He made some other simple but significant changes in his life, eliminating the bad foods, stepping up his fitness routine. And he lost, get this, folks, 58 pounds so far. The number may be even bigger than that. And he's off 16 medications and has eliminated his epileptic seizures and no longer deals with psoriasis. And perhaps most touching, he doesn't fear holding his brand new baby son. I love that. Lives are changing. So, folks, we want everyone to take the Healthy Body Challenge. Now, that means we need to take stock and know whether we're being proactive about our health or we're being reactive about our own health. And just get on the pack that's right for you, whether you want to lose weight, get fit, gain energy and kick your cravings, or simply get healthy. Here's the best sales tool in the business. Take the products and become a testimony, just like Ryan O'Connor has done, a walking, living, breathing testimony for what this company has to offer and what the products have done for you. And when you simply refer 3 who get on any one of those Healthy Body Packs, yours is free next month. Not a bad deal. Our customers can even take advantage of it, customers, distributors alike. All right, so you can engage with Youngevity from a couple different perspectives. Now, some people believe the path that they're on is the path to stay on, and that's fine. We encourage you to look at this either as our business, that is, as either a great plan B or an exit strategy from what you're currently doing. So what that means, if you're employed right now and you love what you're doing, great. Keep doing it. Keep on doing your job. It means stability for you and your family. It means paying your bills. It means putting food on the table, keeping the electricity on. But if you don't want to end up a 40-40-40 statistic, working 40 hours a week, 40 years, only to retire on hopefully 40% of what you made when you were working, if you don't want that and you'd rather be done in a couple of years, you need to follow this system at the same time that you're working your job. Here's what it looks like. We encourage every single person to begin with what we call a CEO pack, a CEO mega pack. You see it pictured there on the right. Inside the CEO pack are 2 sets of the 90 essential nutrients. We want every single person, no matter what your specific interest or need is, out of all of Youngevity's thousands of products, to be taking the 90 essential nutrients. So in the CEO pack, there's 2 sets of the 90 for life. There's one for you, one for your significant other, versus having only one arrive by UPS and having to tell your spouse, well, Kate, I'll be taking these and getting healthy, but it really stinks to be you.
Thanks.
That's not a great message to bring home. So in the CEO pack, you've got products for energy, products for weight loss, products for digestion, products for pain, products for recovery, and much more. And Dr. Wallach says, among all the things in the company that I would want you to have initially, put it in your system, it would be these, our flagship products. So, folks, what is Youngevity? In my opinion, Youngevity is the best place to go to maintain or regain your health. It's a phenomenal plan B, and it's a great exit strategy for your financial future. Youngevity is also a network marketing company, and I believe everything in this world, to one degree or another, turns on networking. We're always networking in life, and we're always marketing. I had a friend that wrote a book called Everyone Sells, and when I read it, I thought, yeah, he's made a point. Everyone sells. But it's how we've been programmed to think about that term that sometimes has colored our thinking. Everybody's networking all the time, and everyone has something to say, and often with an agenda. Well, that's marketing. So we're always networking, we're always marketing. But when we put those things together with a clear, concise message in a clear, concise vehicle that delivers financial stability with a health message that's been tested through history and proven by science, that's what makes what we have so powerful. And from a business perspective, you can do this part-time, you can do this full-time, you can do this all the time, whatever's best for you and whatever your sense of urgency might be. Now, for Kate and I, we had significant sense of urgency, not just for our lives, but for those we care about, kids, grandkids now, friends, our extended family. So for Kate and I, we decided, and I love the expression, you've heard me use it before, we decided to burn the boats, no turning back. Because if we had planned from the outset that we would be able to make a quick and easy exit, stage left, when things got tough, we'd never have stayed in the game long enough to create anything of significance. But if, on the other hand, and this is where too many people find themselves believing, well, I don't really have to do this. Someone might die and leave me a bunch of money, or I'll just keep buying those lottery tickets and hope for the best. Guess what? They won't, and they won't step out of their comfort zone to do anything to build their financial future. So we put ourselves in a position where we didn't have a choice except to build this. No turning back. We were and we are all in. And when that's what you think about most of the time, that's where your attention goes. And we all know that where you apply your time and your attention is where you'll see measurable results. So if you're saying, gee, I wish I were in a different place than where I am right now, or I wish things were different, then maybe it's time to burn one of your boats. If you have several boats right now tied up in the dock, each of them representing another escape path for you, just begin to minimize them. Begin to see this as your vehicle, your vessel, your boat to freedom. Not one of the many paths, and I hope that makes sense. So this CEO pack, you get it one time forever. It's $500 plus tax and shipping. Now, if you're thinking that's not very much money for access to a multi-million-dollar business opportunity with the potential to change your financial story for generations to come, well, it's not. But compare that, especially it's not, compared to the capital investments of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, possibly even millions of dollars to begin almost any business venture today. So when you see $500 to get started, you either think, oh, this is a joke, or you don't take it seriously because it's just not that much money. It's not much skin in the game to consider it seriously. You see, $500, that's not motivating enough to lose sleep over if you lost it. No big deal. But I would venture that if you made a $100,000 investment in a business, you'd probably take it pretty seriously. You go to bed late at night, you'd get up early in the morning, you'd be all about it and do everything in your power to return the capital investment back to the bank or to whomever loaned it to you. But, folks, I'm here to encourage, even though it's only $550, which includes tax and shipping, don't treat it like it's not important. My opinion, it's the most important decision you can make financially. Why? Because it's attached to something so precious that few ever find it, and that is financial freedom. So, folks, so that's your CEO pack. Look at all the benefits. It's a proven turnkey business model. You get additional leadership training. You get over $500 of product at wholesale. If worse comes to worse and you made a decision you wish you hadn't, within 30 days, put it back in the box. Even the empty canisters, send it back for a complete refund. And it's linked to a car payment that Youngevity will make for you when you reach the level that we call Senior Executive Marketing Director. There are also stock options and other bonuses. Folks, every financial benefit with the company is associated with the CEO Pack. But here's the reality. For people who don't get the CEO Pack, I believe they're limited in terms of what they can accomplish, where they can go with this business, and what levels of achievement they can attain. So, in my opinion, everyone needs a CEO Pack. How many times do we need to get one? Once. One time, exactly. Okay, so let's talk for a moment about how to put the money back in your pocket. You know, all good businesses run the same way, and you'll want to put the money back in your pocket of your business. Now, you agree with me or not? It's pretty easy to go to Sam's Club or Costco or Walmart and spend $500. Am I right? Especially if Kate's doing the shopping.
Easy.
Okay. And when you get to the checkout counter, no one's there to show you how to put that money back in your pocket. They just say, "Hey, thanks for shopping, Costco."
Exactly.
We were there yesterday, I think,
Yep.
Shopping. At Youngevity, we don't simply say thanks for your money. We're blessed you're here. We're glad you call us home. So we're going to show you how to operate profitably, just like your household should operate. So here's how to put that money back. First off, let's remember those statistics. Remember, only 1 out of 100 people are going to be okay financially by age 65. Not very good odds. And 9 out of 10 people right now are suffering financially. So think about it. It's easy to run to someone's aid when they're suffering from a physical ailment. But how about a financial ailment? Now realize these are two sides of the same coin. Both are health issues, physical health and financial health. And I'd venture to guess that if someone passed out in a crowded room and needed CPR, I guarantee somebody would step forward to help. The point is, it's within our belief system to save someone's physical life. But what about saving someone's financial life? Most of us would probably sit around, arms folded, watching the person roll around on the floor in financial anguish, and we would just stare at him because we wouldn't know what to do. We've never had training to save someone's life financially, have we? So we understand CPR, the Heimlich maneuver. We know about chest compressions, breathing for another person. But how do I save someone's life financially? Well, that's why you're here. With this information, I sincerely believe you'll learn how to do just that. And when you learn that, let me tell you, Kate would agree, it feels good.
It feels very good.
To be a change agent in other people's lives. And it means wherever you go, you're now capable of saving someone's life, no matter what. Instead of being the person who yells out, "Hey, is there a financial doctor in the house?" You can be that financial doctor. So it begins right here. And if you want to be one of those, just like we have to pay the price to go to medical school, to become a medical doctor, you need to pay the price to go to, let's call it financial school. You need a CEO Pack. The difference is, and get this, medical school costs around, about $300,000-$400,000? This school costs about $550. So how do we put the money back in your pocket? Look at the graph. 4 people in your life looking to be financially free, or 4 people in your life looking to be physically free. It doesn't matter which one. We do both, and we do them simultaneously. But you should identify 4 people who want one or both of those things. Now, the reality is, if people understood the benefits of what we're offering, everyone you speak with would probably say yes. And you need to believe that. You need to know that. Now, here's the hard truth for some of us. If you're not new, and if you've been with us for a little while, and if you've been talking to people and you've not been getting the kind of results, now, this is not going to make me very popular. You're not going to like it, but here's the hard truth. The truth is, if you've been talking to people and everyone's not saying yes, not the system not working in that moment, it's you that's not working. You're either not communicating correctly, you're not listening correctly, you're not asking the right questions correctly, or maybe you're not engaging in their lives from the right perspective correctly. Well, here's the good news. That can all be corrected. It's the system. Those simple skills that we learn, we practice, and we apply that will get the results that we want. A system teaches us how to be effective so that when you're communicating correctly, asking questions, and inviting people to take a look, everyone you talk to will say, that's intriguing. That's it. I want more. I want to know more. Tell me more. So that's how you put money back in your pocket. When these 4 people all get CEO packs, just like you, in that case, all the commissions that are paid out equal more than the cost of your CEO pack. Pretty simple. Now, most people order a CEO pack because they want physical and financial freedom. If you don't get a CEO pack, here's the sad news. I don't believe you're going to have full access to all the financial benefits that Youngevity has to offer. CEO packs. Once you introduce 4 people, let's just break this down and try to keep it simple. From the 4th person and beyond, and all of their organizations, you're going to receive something that we call a coding bonus. It's from $15 to a maximum of $190 extra paid out on every CEO pack ordered in your entire organization. So how many people do we need to register into the business personally with CEO packs before we have access to the coding bonuses? The answer is 4. 4, that's right. And it includes that 4th person. The 4th person triggers it, and you get paid coding bonuses on that entire leg and every other leg you create in your business. And all the people they bring into the business, you'll be paid coding bonuses forever. How many people does it take, Kate? It takes 4. 4. Good answer. All right, let's talk compensation. Here's what we call residual or recurring income. Okay, so these now are the 4 people you brought into your business that you see there at level 1. Now, we're going to use 150 BV, or bonus volume, as an example, which here in the United States is somewhere around $175 of consumption each month. Now, if that sounds like a lot, let's think about it. Converting or redirecting our regular spending on all those product categories that we were going to the marketplace to buy, we talked about earlier, that now we're going to switch where we shop to our own YGY store. Getting to $175 or about 150 BV is a snap. And here's the good news. When you show those 4 people who got CEO packs to do the same, then that puts an extra $48 in your pocket. All right, so you can go out and have a nice dinner. And when they want their money back, so they'll each show 4 people. So they get the coding bonus and get their money back. So when they do that same thing, they got all their money back. You just put another $192 in your pocket. You with me so far? Well, if that's not enough, as this continues, you're up to about $1,000 when you add levels 1, 2, and 3. This is recurring income, just on regular consumption. Now you're up to, at the next level, about $3,200 combined. And again, $12,500, and then it's a little over $60,000 when you add all this together. Now, okay, I know, let's be realistic. $60,000 a month, that's a huge number, I get that. But it doesn't matter if you ever make it to $60,000. It wouldn't matter if you made it beyond $60,000. Let me ask you a simple question. Wouldn't you agree that an extra $4,000, $5,000, or $6,000 a month is better retirement in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years than working all your life thinking you're going to put enough away in savings or investment accounts only to find that you'll have to live on a fraction of what you really need to survive? I've heard it said, a financial planner friend who jumped on Youngevity, the minute he saw the plan, said the reason he said yes was that this concept, from his perspective, being 30 years in financial planning, was spot on. He's a financial services guy, and people come and have given him their money their entire working careers. And he said to make these numbers, just to make, in fact, the $3,200 at level 1, 2, 3, and 4 combined, you'd have to save $1 million and invest it into the market. Folks, how long would it take to invest, first earn, then save, then invest $1 million? More importantly, what's the likelihood? But that's what it would take at today's market rates to make about $40,000 a year, which is just about $3,300 monthly. So here you can get started, create in the next couple of years what it could otherwise take a lifetime. He even went on to say that this is a better risk than the market. It made a lot of sense to him. I hope it makes a lot of sense to you as well. Now, there are so many ways we get paid. It's a wonderful thing. We've touched on some of them. I don't need to read down that list, but let's talk about at least one. This is one of my favorites. Here's the car plan. Look, moving fast and following the system if you're hungry and if you move fast, you can get into the car program. Let me just be realistic. In the next 90 days, we have folks that have done it in their first month. Kate and I drive a wonderful car. We don't pay for it. It's a beautiful plan. It doesn't matter what make or model. It's paid for by Youngevity when you earn the car bonus. You can drive whatever you'd like to. In fact, it doesn't even have to be a car. And I'm looking at the list of folks that are on this webinar. I think we probably have at least a dozen free cars just on this one call tonight. And here we go. Youngevity says thank you in every way possible, whether it's jackets or vacations or trips or cash. Anybody like the cash? Kate,
I do.
Amen. And here's the good news. Our entire business can be run and managed online with your smartphone. Doesn't matter what phone you have. It can be Android, iPhone. Just download the app. It can be run on your tablet, your computer. But we're both a very high-tech company as well as being a high-touch company. And the websites and the apps are all free, no cost. So here are the benefits. Folks, read around the outside of the target. You live longer, live younger, longer, and healthier. We have a proven business model. The recognition and the appreciation is something that is lacking in our society, certainly in businesses today. Training and support from people that have a vested interest and a sincere desire to help you. You can be your own boss, or as in Kate's case, she lets me think on my own.
Exactly.
Exactly. Willable income. Folks, I love this one. I love the fact that we're creating willable income. This is your business. Think about it. You can sell it, walk away from it, give it away, or will it to the next generation. That means you can get with your attorney, write out your will to instruct Youngevity to pass your business on to the next generation when you're gone. And that day will someday come, I can guarantee it. Your will tell Youngevity where to send the checks when you're not around anymore. And love the unlimited income potential. Vacation incentives. We are going again on a paid-for 7-day Youngevity cruise coming in January. Now, last year, in our little team's first 3 months with Youngevity, we were blessed to earn a free 5-day cruise, and we were blessed additionally by being able to take almost 50 of our team members with us. Folks, I'd say work and get on the next cruise and never miss one. It's a fantastic perk, just one of many. We have what I refer to as an all-star management team. The bottom 3 rows of the people you see pictured there holding those big checks are all distributors. They have one thing in common. Their lifetime earnings inside Youngevity has exceeded 7 figures, surpassed $1 million and counting. And there are many more who just couldn't fit on this graphic. We're also a very philanthropic company. Our Be the Change Foundation currently supports Wounded Warrior Project, Make-A-Wish, the Red Cross, and a great little ministry called My Story Matters that incorporates our memory-keeping product line. And we are blessed to be able to support the foundation simply by purchasing products that are designated, all the profits from which are designated to benefit the foundation. Well, let's sum up. Youngevity indeed has it all. We do have products that everyone needs. We're expanding around the world. And, rather than being a victim of the economy, we're creating our own personal economies. We're helping people. We're performing CPR on the finances or the health of people that we care about, or both. Well, here's what we've shown you so far. We've shown you our message. What's our message? Our 90 for life message. We've shown you how we've grown into a family of brands. And we've shown you what's possible for you and your family by simply playing follow the leader and following a proven system. And importantly, I hope we've learned that if we don't take action, nothing is going to change in your life. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you have the financial resources to live the life you want, to be happy, to give, to secure your family's future? Everything in this world takes money. Your favorite charity needs money. When someone calls on the phone and asks for help, are you in a position to help? Let me ask, do you have enough free time to do the things you really enjoy, the time to spend with your family? How prepared are you for retirement? I don't know. Only you know that. And let me ask you, do you have a plan that allows you to raise your family and your income at the same time? Well, if you're uncomfortable with the answers to any of those questions, you need to be here with us, with this winning team. And here's how you start. You start by deciding, very simply, I can do this. Let me tell you, you're surrounded by people that have a vested interest in your success and will help you and sincerely desire to help you succeed. Youngevity is a publicly traded company, 18 years old and growing globally. It's as risk-free a business as can be. I can't think of a business that's more risk-free. And it's likely, this is the best part, to be here for generations to come, to take care of my children when I'm gone. And if you believe that as I do, you need to be here. So first, it's a decision. Then get with the person who invited you and get yourself registered. It takes just a few minutes. You can do it online. Get into the system and tell us where you want your checks to be sent. Next, get your CEO pack and begin to switch where you're shopping. Then ask yourself, what's the next event I can plug into and get myself trained? Well, that's it. This has been short and sweet. I think we're in about 40 minutes. I got to look at the clock, but we thank you for joining us. This is very simply the way that we show the plan. These are slides that are available in your back office for you to download for free as a PowerPoint or as a PDF. So here's my advice. Lean in to your upline support. Get back with the person that asked you to take a look at this presentation. Then get some training. Put it into practice. Then train some more. Get comfortable telling your story and the story of this incredible company. Learn to invite others to take a look and see the entire Youngevity picture, just as you've seen tonight. This business is often called a personal development program with a paycheck. I don't think there's a better personal development program available than network marketing. And one of the fringe benefits is as you learn and get better at what you do, the paychecks get bigger. So you're not on your own, but rather an entire support system is in place to help you every step of the way. I sincerely believe that if you do these three things, dream big, work hard, and never quit, you'll achieve the success in life and in your business that you so richly deserve. Thanks for joining us on this presentation. God bless, and we hope to see you at the next Youngevity event. God bless, everybody. Take care.